Okay, so the compressor went out on my 2017 ASV RT120. This is the AC compressor. This wire on the compressor clutch was shorting out, so I got a new one. I'm going to take off the 4 bolts. We got 4 of these, 1 wire, 2 hoses on the back. If you can see in there. So I'm going to see how long this takes, and I'm going to recharge it with 3 pounds of refrigerant. See if I can get my AC working again. Let's check it out. Where's the new? Okay, if I don't die, I'll be back. Okay, so I got it out, but I can tell you, on these 2 bottom bolts, if you use a ratchet and a socket, this bolt will back out and it will hit a bar. I don't know if you can see it. There's a bar right there, and you won't be able to get your ratchet off, so be careful with that. If you can get it to where you can turn it, just break it loose with your ratchet. If you can get your arm bent enough in there, don't leave your ratchet on there, because you'll have to work really hard to get your ratchet off. So 4 bolts on the bottom, 1 connector, 2 hose bibs, and it's out. I'd use a pair of pliers to get these plastic caps loose. Make sure you take those off first, or at least get them loose. Or once you get that compressor mounted, you don't have to bend and twist your arm too much to get them off, because it's really tight. You might be able to come in from the bottom. I don't know. I didn't drop the belly pan. I usually pull these 2 railroad ties. You know, I got it cut at slants. I slide them under there and drive the machine up, and it lifts it up, and I can drop my belly pans or on hinges, and that makes it really easy. But I was just kind of hot and lazy today. I wanted to see if I could just squeeze in there and get it out, and I did. It was not easy, but you can do it. So now let me see if I can get back in there and get this new unit put back on. All right, hang tight. Okay, 30 minutes later. There you see the new compressor. Got the wire connector hooked up, tie wrapped where everything's tight. Got the 2 hoses on the back, 4 attachment bolts, and got the belt put back on all the pulleys the right way. So now all I have to do is go buy 4 cans of Freon. They say it takes 3 pounds. So I'll do the math on that. But okay, so I'll go buy the Freon, because I forgot to get that when I was out earlier. And I'll charge it up. And up under there is where the sight glass is. I'll charge it till the liquid runs clear, till it turns into a gas, and then we'll see how it does. Maybe I can get back to work. Okay, all I gotta do is put the airbox cover back on, drop the cooler, and get after it. All right, hang tight. Okay, so I got the vacuum pump hooked up. This is your air inlet from your air compressor. This goes to your gauges. Got the low pressure and the high pressure. Hook up to the low pressure and the high pressure. And I've already run the compressor and pulled a vacuum. So I've got like 26 on the mercury gauge here. And I went ahead and turned the valves off, closed them off. And I'm going to let this sit for about 30 minutes or so, and I'll just watch this gauge. If it does not bleed down, then everything's good to go. That means the system is sealed, there's no leaks. And after about 30 minutes, I'll open them back up, plug my air back in, and give it about 45 minutes to put a vacuum on the system and pull any of the moisture out that's just in the atmosphere, because that will kill your new AC compressor. You don't want any water in there at all. So if that all goes well, then I'll hook my Freon up to my yellow hose and I'll recharge the system. So, okay, hang tight.